You said antifreeze.
Oh,
not anti-seize.
Oh, okay.
You said antifreeze.
Let me start that over. All right, here
What am
we
I
go.
supposed to do?
Guys, welcome back to part 9 of our Project Sally Revive and Drive series. That means there's 8 other parts to this video series if you're just now seeing this video, so you'll want to go back and check those out. In part 8, we got our body and paint done. We started off with painting our front bumper cover, and then we actually repaired our fender damage and painted it as well. We're going to be able to assemble this car and get it ready for the road, which is what Miss Sammy's been waiting on. We're going to start off by assembling some new headlights that she's got. So these are actually pretty cool. You've got your main headlight, signal light, and then you've got your driving lights. Now the driving lights do require an ignition source, so I'll have to do that later this week. But for now, we're going to go ahead and plug these up. It looks like, so that's your headlights. Okay, this is your headlights. This is your signal lights. And these are the driving lights.
That goes over.
This goes over?
Well, I thought so.
Top one's a number 8. Did I hand you the 8? Guys, we got one side in. We're going to do the other side, then we'll bring you in for a closer look. Sammy does want to go ahead and remove the plastic. So, here, you do it. Probably a good thing to get that plastic off of there anyway, so it don't cause any issues. Oh, they look pretty. I may end up having to take it back out, pull that little bit out.
No, we can wiggle her out. There we go.
All right.
Wow, they look nice. Headlights are on.
All right, you got headlights.
So park light is supposed to be your driving lights. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay, okay.
Cool.
All right, so these are just signal lights. All right, I got you.
Bright enough? Okay, we're definitely going to have to raise those.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out.
Cool.
Do the high beams.
High beams.
All right, yep.
Good? Are they bright?
Yeah. All right, put it back on low beam. Actually, just turn your lights off. All right, now do your left signal. Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Look at these tail lights.
All right, do the other one. Yep. That's pretty cool.
Sweet.
So I got to figure out the wiring for the driving lights. We need a 12-volt
You ready for
source.
hazards?
Yeah, you put the hazards on.
How do I put that up?
Yep.
Oh, the hazards don't do the flowing thing, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't in the back. Cool.
Pretty cool. All right, guys, so I got some homework this week. Miss Sammy's off to her first day at school, starting tomorrow, and we'll get her moved in. She's going to be living on campus. So I'm going to be taking over some of the project on what I can do during the week. And when she comes in the weekend, we'll be trying to get it all put together. We are currently working on getting this fender emblem put on. This is the fender that we ended up painting.
You do it.
Let me see.
You're a perfectionist. I'm gonna do it and you'll be like, that's wrong.
You did the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I put that down?
That look right. You want me to do it?
Yep.
What do you think? Maybe a little crooked
Can I put that down?
or straight? It's pretty straight. Yeah.
That far?
Yeah. Go for it. Over on that other side, we had it just a little off center, but that's because we measured it, but I think it looks better with the middle one lined up with the decimal point.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just looks like we messed up, even though we got a perfect measurement on it. It's just your eyes, the way your eyes are drawn to it.
Right there.
Let's see. Straighten it just a little on come. Yeah. Here's our 4.0 and the pony emblem. Really like the way it turned out. Like I said, you get one shot at this. That could have been a little bit better, but we did the best we could with it. And we're pretty happy with it. And it really looks good with the other side. And we got the right one on the right side. We got the pony running forward, which is the way it's supposed to be. All right, guys, so getting ready to sign this front bumper impact bar. Go ahead and write your name on it. There it is. Only very few people will know that Miss Sammy has her name on the front of her car.
This is my car.
If you remember when we first tried to replace this piece, we bought an aftermarket and it was total junk. So this is actually a Ford part, just like the one that was on the car when it left the factory that was damaged during the accident. We're going to go ahead and get it put on. Now this is one thing that we never did practice with the bumper cover, you know?
Yeah.
I need two.
These are the reused.
Oh, I want the new ones.
Just new?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be 4 total. I need another one.
I know. I am getting there.
The texture on these clips match the texture on the
Oh, it does.
part.
Is that one lined up right?
Yep.
It could go over a little more there.
Sam and I have been real aggravated for the last hour. One of the things that we need to do to get Project Sally back on the road is to get this old fuel out of it. And there's a product called GasTapper that allows you to siphon the gas out, but it only works on some vehicles. And we were about to give up on this one, and here at the last minute we finally got it. And it seems like it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna bring you in for a close-up and just let you see this thing in action. We're not sponsored by them at all. This is something that we bought on with our own money. And there's a couple options on doing this. We didn't really want to take loose the fuel rail and use the fuel pump. My other option was to take off the, to get access under the rear seat where the fuel pump was, siphon it out there, but we're still hoping this works. This gas is nasty. I would say this gas is probably at least 2 years old, and we got pretty much a fuel.
It's almost 3 years old.
Yeah, it's almost 3 years old, and we got a full tank. So, but let me bring you in for a closer look. So this is just the fuel pump itself, and like I said, it's called GasTapper, and you can see we're pumping pretty good. The can's about half full. We got a ways to go, so we just hope this keeps it up, because we definitely want to get this old fuel out of here. So GasTapper says on their website that this doesn't really work for every vehicle, but they have a list of vehicles that it has been verified on, and there was some Mustangs of this generation on that list, and the key to it is getting the hose just right down through the filler neck and not forcing nothing and rotating it. There's a cross area in there that basically you got to go right through one of those four corners and to get it into the tank, and it's something that just takes a lot of patience, but hopefully we're in there and not just partially in there. We'll know by how much fuel we get out of this thing. So it looks like we got 10 gallon out of this car, and gas gauge is showing empty now, so that's really good. We're going to get some 93 and put in it, and a little bit of seafoam, and hopefully we'll be good to go when we start this thing. Right there it is, guys. Actually below empty. All right, guys, Miss Sammy is on her way out. We're going to be starting back on the Mustang. She's home for a few weeks for Christmas. We're going to try to get this thing buttoned up. Speaking of getting buttoned up, I did get the inner fender wells all secure. Got all the plastic and everything secure. It took me forever to figure out what push pins I needed. It was dollaring me to death. I was trying to buy the exact ones that I needed. Just finally gave up and bought a whole kit, and now I've got plenty to choose from, but we got it worked out. I'll show you that. We're gonna get started on brakes. This car needs full brakes all the way around. It's pretty rusty. The rotors and the calipers, we're going to kind of spruce them up a little bit, and it's not really going to be a how-to, because there's plenty of how-to videos on Mustangs on changing the brakes. So, but we are going to bring you along. You want to stay tuned to the very end when we get ready to put the wheels back on, because I've got a good surprise for Sammy, and it should be pretty fun, so you want to stay tuned for that. We got Project Sally setting up on 4 jack stands. I've got 2 on the pinch welds, and I've got 2 more as safeties under the front, and then I've got 2 under the rear axle. New jack stands from Harbor Freight, really like them. They're the 3-ton, and they've got that safety pin that goes through there with the chain. Really like that idea. It should be a little bit more safer than just your traditional jack stand, and with a coupon it was only like $34.99. You just can't beat that. Wish I'd had them years ago. Okay guys, so we got our rotors and brakes off of Project Sally, and you can see this hub is pretty rusty. We're going to be cleaning it up, and as well as our brake caliper holder, and you can see that rotor right there is pretty rusty. This car had been sitting for a while, and Griff had actually said that the brakes had been squealing on him. The pads still had quite a bit of pad left, but like I said, they're pretty rough. So while we're at it, we're just going to replace everything with new. Going with the power stop with the Evolution. I think it's the Z17 kit. The back here, we haven't touched it yet. I'm going to give you a good view of the back. Pretty rusty. Even the caliper itself, I put some PB blaster in there. We like to never got those front ones off. So hopefully the rears go a little bit better. And we're just trying to give Sam some experience on how to change brakes. And like I said, I'm not making this a how-to on this Mustang by any means. Right here is the inner fender, all in place. Everything turned out really good. Still pretty dirty in here. I've cleaned it and cleaned it. We need to clean it a little bit again, but for now we're just going to concentrate on these brakes. Got all the brake parts off of the passenger side, and now it's time to get the calipers and the disc holders all cleaned up, because we're going to actually be putting down some caliper paint. So we'll see how this does. I believe prep is everything. However, if we get a couple years out of this and it still looks good, then I think we've done okay. It's got to look better than it looks now. So we're going to be cleaning all these parts up with a wire brush, and we'll be ready to put some paint down.
Oh my goodness!
So right here is the front. Miss Sammy's been hard at work on it, and we've got the calipers just lightly bolted, I guess, loosely bolted. And like I said, they're clean down to the bare metal. Here's the rear. Both of us has got our paint here. It's pretty thick. It's actually really thick. It's supposed to be ceramic paint, and it's all supposed to be withstand temperatures up to 500 degrees, so we'll see.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. There she goes, YouTube. Oh, I'll tell you what else I was going to do.
Oh, she purdy.
You need a light, Sam?
No, this is plenty.
Ah, you missed a spot.
What? Where?
I'm just picking. Okay, guys, it is December 24th, and I just wanted to come online here and just give you guys an update on the car. I wanted to show you we did get the calipers painted red, and I think it was about 3 coats, and we got the brake pads installed. Right there's a good look at the front. Really looks good. The back really turned out looking good as well. It's a pretty good kit. You wouldn't be able to tell that that was brush painted. Those are kind of a rough cast anyway, but really like the way it turned out. If you could see underneath Project Sally there, right there, you can see that I've got the tires and wheels pushed under the car. Now, my wife's going to be coming out here as well as Miss Sammy, and we've told Sam that her mom wanted to see the calipers, and the rotors before we actually put the wheels and tires on. Plus she wanted to see what they look like through the wheels and tires with them being red. So she's gonna be coming out, and Sam has no idea that we have swapped out the wheels and tires. This is kind of an early Christmas present. These are actually off of a late model Mustang. I've had the new TPMS sensors and valve stems put in, and I've also got new lug nuts for them. So it should be pretty interesting to see what she thinks. This is kind of an early Christmas present for Sam. She just completed up her first semester in college in computer programming, and she did really good. Real proud of her. She's living on campus about 2.5 hours away from home, and she's really matured, so I wanted to do something special for her. Like I said, she has pretty much bought all of the main components, and now that she's transitioned into a full-time student and away from home, she's not working. So I've kind of been helping out on some of this. There's a few more things to come, but she don't even know that yet. We'll keep that part a secret till later, but for now, we're gonna go ahead and see what she thinks of the new wheels and tires. Sambo coming?
You ain't painted this side, have you?
No, that's the side we haven't fixed yet. Turned out pretty good.
Oh, that's nice, honey. What's it gonna look like with the tire on it?
I don't know, Sammy. Grab a wheel. We'll put one on it.
Let's put one on.
Grab a wheel. What?
They're heavy.
Huh?
What is this?
What do you think it is?
I want a present early too. Goodness.
What do you
That's
think?
your big surprise. This is your Christmas Eve present. You don't get one tonight. Oh my. I told you you'd get a big Christmas.
What do you think of that?
They look awesome. Are they beautiful? Yes. And they're black and chrome. They look amazing. These are gonna look so good on her.
Get ready to find out.
That's a big present, girl. A big present.
You're filming!
I'm filming it.
Oh gosh,
I look terrible!
Well,
terrible too.
I'm a hair
what do you think about that? You like them?
I do. They look awesome.
Alright. I hope they fit.
I can't believe it.
That's a big present.
Big present.
Let's see what we got here. Got new TPMS sensors, new valve stems.
Are these the guy that we were messaging?
Yeah.
I messaged him
It
too
took
on my
him
account.
weeks to answer back, but
I messaged
he
him
came
too.
through.
When I went to school, I texted him and said, "Are these available?" He says, "Not available, sorry." Dang, he didn't. He must have. I wonder if he saw our last names were the same.
I don't know.
Wow, those are big.
Yeah, they're a lot bigger.
But they look good though, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lug nuts sit back in the wheel a little bit further.
Cool.
So that's one thing I want to test.
Now it's starting to look good.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Oh my goodness. How long have they been sitting under there?
Just since today.
No, we haven't yet.
I've had a wheel. I have
Oh
had
my
a
We
wheel.
was worried that you would come and show Anna and find them.
I did come and show Anna.
And you did bring her out here.
I did bring Anna out here. You were home though.
Yeah, I heard you say it, but we had already thought about that.
This is amazing.
I've still got to polish the other two, because when I took them down there, they boogered them up a little bit.
What do you
They-
mean?
Made me so mad.
Take
They
them to get them balanced.
They put some scratch. I had them perfect. I had them absolutely perfect. They put some gouges on the back of them. You can't see it with it on the
And we
car.
get new stems in them because the other
Had to
guy
get-
took the stems out or something.
You had to get new TPMS
So we
sensors.
had to go and get all that fixed up for us.
Makes sense.
We didn't have it off the machine.
So I got the wheels, new TPMS sensors, but then I had to buy the right valve stems because it's a different ear car. And then
Oh my gosh, you're so pretty.
I had to buy new,
You can't tell me that doesn't give that car a whole new look.
Oh,
I had to
yes,
buy
it
new,
does.
Better than the just plain
lug
black
nuts
paint.
too.
I can't wait to get that bumper on now.
Wait.
It's gonna look so
I
good.
mean, hold on a second.
So pretty. I love it.
We're gonna put the front on. And
That is heavy.
I took them down there.
So pretty.
I took them down there, and then
Wow.
they did.
Like that Mustang right in the middle. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, I do.
I asked them. I said, "Can y'all balance these and stuff and make it without scratching the rim?" Oh yeah. I got them back. I was about sick. They treated it like they was working on a dump truck.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I know, but look here. These
Oh, on the
gouges.
back they
Yeah.
did.
Well, I know it's up in the air. You got to remember this car.
Oh.
Sit down on it a little
Yeah, the
bit.
suspension.
Oh, so the gaps
I
can be
still
even
think, but
better.
there's less gap from the floor than there. It's gonna fit.
Are we gonna set her down for a second?
Hey, baby.
No, we probably
No,
should.
we ain't gonna sit down yet.
Probably should.
It's gonna fit.
Is it bad to leave a car up in the air for too long?
No, not really.
That's gonna
It
fit.
looks so good. Oh my goodness gracious. New wheels.
New wheels and tires.
New wheels and tires. And tires.
Yeah, the tires got about 14,000 miles on them.
Yeah, the tires are good. Your other ones were better.
I know. We can,
They still got the little.
You got the whole shebang.
They still got the little knobs on them here.
no.
Yeah, those little tire.
Oh yeah, I
Thing.
see that. They're that
Like
little.
trickles on the bottom.
We can get a white marker and we can white letter tires. You know how cool it'd be to see those long ones? That
It
would
would
be
be
good.
cool to see those long and see the red flash in the middle.
I know. Oh, we are set up.
So you didn't have a clue?
No.
She grinned awful big when she reached underneath that car. You did have a clue, didn't you?
Well, I looked under the car and I saw silver. I was like, ha ha.
But did you see the black too, or did you think, Daddy got me silver?
I just saw silver. I just saw silver, but then again, if you tore off the plastic dip on the old wheels, it was silver underneath. So I didn't know. I walked in the garage and I was like, okay, old wheels are still on this side.
Was you questioning it? Was you hoping?
Well, you guys dropped hints about doing stuff for the Mustang, so I was like, oh, they're getting me the grill. I thought it was gonna be the grill. I didn't know it was gonna be the wheels. I believed you when you said that the guy said it was unavailable.
Well, it took him a long time to answer. Daddy just about giving up and started looking elsewhere.
And right before you got home, Dad was like, we need wheels, honey.
Yeah.
No?
I think they're about the same size.
He has new lug nuts.
No,
He
they're
just put
not.
the old ones on
Huh?
there.
Those wheels are bigger.
Well, the wheels
No,
are
the
18.
lug nuts.
The wheels are 18. The old wheels are 17. But the tires are smaller. I think the tire combo as a whole. When I looked at them online and I did a measuring chart, they're roughly the same as far as combo wise.
Wow, this wheel is so much smoother than the turning it so much smoother.
Well, that's because you're going through the rear axle. When you're turning this wheel, you're turning the other wheel. So,
That is true. It's rear-wheel drive.
you like it?
Ah. Wow.
Now you want to get that other side done, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I'll give you a look at what we've got here. Some late model wheels on a 2010 Mustang. I think it changes the looks of the whole car. I'll give you an idea what she looks like with the new shoes. If we walk over here to the driver's side, that's what we've got. I've got the other two in the back there. We still got to do the brakes on this side, and we'll be ready to put them on. Huge difference. Got the calipers and the brake brackets painted, and we've got a slither of anti-seize on the hubs, and we're ready to put the rotors on. So Sam's going to start getting the rotors on. We'll get them cleaned, and we'll be ready for some brake pads. And hopefully this side goes a little bit smoother. You kind of figure out what you're doing on the first side, and then the second side seems like it goes a little bit easier. Get it lined up. All right, push it on up in there. And then take your lug nuts. That's fine. And take your lug nuts and start them. Other way. Switch that around. You want the tapered side to go up against the, I mean, it don't really matter, but that's the way it would go if it was on the wheel. That part really don't matter. Spray your rag down. Try not to get it all over his freshly painted fender. Get it good and wet. This should be good. Now wipe the brake surface of your rotor. You almost forgot to clean it.
Good thing I'm in control cleaning it.
Yep. We've got our brake brackets here. We've got new grease in the pins. We've got the anti-rattle clips on. And we're ready for the brake pads. We're going to do the fronts. And we're just looking at some of the pictures to reference to see how the clips go in. But before we actually put the clips in, we are going to put just a slight bit of anti-seize on this bottom. That's going to prevent rust jacking. Sometimes these things can rust and actually lift these clips, and it'll actually pinch the pads where they won't be able to move inside these brackets. See, it's got more tension on it this side, so a lot of times grab it. See how I did that?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, put your little bit of anti-seize there. Not much, just I mean, you can, if you get too much, we can wipe it off. Like I said, I'm just wanting just a thin film, almost to the point you don't even know it's there. And some people actually use the brake grease for this as well. They'll put it underneath. I actually put the brake grease on the top Not much at all. I mean, just a slither of it. But like I said, this will prevent what they call rust jacking. And see, you can always look, see, make sure it's the way it's sitting. See the way it's sitting, how the contours follow. That way, you know, it wouldn't, if I had it reversed, it wouldn't fit right. You see the way that step is? Mm-hmm. What I'm showing Sam is you can tell that this clip is installed right just by looking at the contours of the clip, that it matches the contours of the actual bracket. All right, we're going to take just a little bit of this brake lube here. This is what we're using. Focus. This synthetic ultra lube. And we're just going to barely put just a little bit on these metal anti-rattle clips so the pads can slide. All right, go ahead. Do that one and I'll do this one. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Just a coating's all I'm looking for. Kind of snug them up evenly. Remember the torque spec?
95.
Huh?
95.
Let's see here.
Snug.
95?
Yep. And
95 what?
foot-pounds.
Yep. You want to torque them? Or you want me to do it?
You can do it.
You think you can pull 95 foot-pounds?
No. Absolutely not. Are you doing 95?
Not yet. I'm just going to snug them up a little bit first. You looking up what it says?
Yeah.
The one video I watched said 76, but then when we looked it up, it did say 95. I do remember it saying 95.
That one said 85.
One says 85.
That one says 86. That's a brake line. That one says 80.
It's your, what'd you call it?
That one says 100.
What are you calling it?
Brake bracket.
Front brake bracket? Or front caliper bracket? I used to know what the actual technical term for that thing was.
There's a term.
Yeah, it's got a name.
80.
It's 85 right there.
130.
No.
70, 85, 55, 203.
No, that ain't
250.
Right. No, you never get them off.
Good. 275.
No.
It just keeps going up.
We're not working on a dump truck.
Excessive tightness. Excessive
You
tightness.
want to go with the German spec, good and tight?
95.
95. That seems awful a lot to me. There we go. 95. I think that's a little excessive. Get started. Watch yourself. See, it's got grease on it. You gotta be careful. Just don't touch your rotor if you get grease on your hands, okay? Just get it started, and then you can go to the other bolt. It ain't gonna fall. Alright, go your other bolt. Alright, snug the bottom.
What did it sound like though?
It's going to be hard to get leverage like that, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to do that, a lot of times you can get it up here. Like if you're in this situation, right there, you got a little bit more leverage, and then you go with it.
Okay.
Make sure it stays on, like hold it down here, make sure it stays on, grab it here, and then using this arm with the upward motion. All right, go ahead.
I'm supposed to go up?
Yeah,
Oh, I can't go up.
it's 30.
Why can't
All right, you see it click? That was 30. So now we'll pull to 65. All right. There's 65. Even 65 is hard in this position.
Yeah, it's hard. Be careful.
There it is, 65. And what did I tell you about a torque wrench when you got done?
Do you take it back to 0?
Why?
Because of the spring.
Yep, because it's a calibrated device. And you don't want any memory built into it.
But you go to like -2.
I'll take it down as low as I can get it without it coming apart, really. Alright, now these pads, they're identical for the inboard and the outboard. So you don't have to worry about nothing like that. And then
Why don't you want to use the grease?
I'm gonna keep it the same. I mean, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna show you a little something we're gonna do a little different on this side. Last side we put a little bit on
For squeaking.
the shims for squeaking. This side, this time we're gonna do it for the on the caliper parts that touch it. All right, so this, I'll put this out, this back one in. It just fits in like that. And then this.
Like that.
Well, these ears gotta go in there.
What?
These ears, like this, take it like that. That's where it goes.
Oh.
See how it is? They say you don't need to do this for squeaks because the manufacturer of this brake pad said that with these shims it's none's needed. But if you're in here, what's a little smear of it, you know?
Yeah.
The metal, what happens is these things vibrate, and it's not a squeal against the rotor, it's a squeal between the two metal pieces touching. It's a vibration that you're hearing.
Oh.
Alright, so that's that. Are you gonna put the caliper on it, or you want me to? Hmm?
Both of us?
Both of us?
Yeah. It's okay.
You want me to do it?
Sure. Seems like there's not enough space.
There ain't a lot of room here. Alright, so here's what to do. Get this here. It takes about 4 hands to do all this. As I'm getting it lined up, you see the way I'm doing it? That one didn't line up. I'll take it back off. There's 20,
angle.
21, there's 23. You want to do it? Why?
It's awkward angle.
Awkward angle?
Awkward angle.
It's better than the mountain bracket.
I'm left-handed. I can't do it right-handed. I'm left-hand dominant. See, I could do it that way.
That's it.
Here and here.
Yep, all 3. Give it a good little coating there, a little bit more than what you got on there. Okay. And then do both pistons in that caliper around the metal parts. Not the, you don't have to worry about putting it on the boot, but just the metal part. All right, you gonna put them in?
Yep.
So look here, this one is gonna go in like so. All right. Remember, it's a little tough to get in. And I can't really see. I might need my light.
Which light?
The magnetic one. On the backlit. This thing is kind of blinding me. There it is. Alright, you see how that did? Alright. You gonna do that one?
Yep. So.
Huh?
I don't know how it goes.
Alright, watch. So you got your ear there. It's gonna slide in. They gotta they are a little tricky in here with because you don't wanna.
Really tricky because we painted them.
Yeah, I really don't want to.
Cool.
All right, but wait a minute now. I gotta bring this one out, bend it down.
Cool.
I don't know why they put them clips on there like that, you know? All right, so now.
And that clip, right?
Yeah, it's right. So now, remember, these things got to match up. These indentions here got to match up with the front caliper. You want to put the caliper on, or you want me to?
Don't matter. I can put it on.
It's heavy. Now, when you go to put it on, you kind of got to get it started by pinching these and get it slid in. It's a pain in the butt.
I'll let you do it.
And we may end up having to turn the wheel a little bit. I don't know. We'll see.
It's greasy.
Yeah, it's greasy. I can't see what I'm doing either.
You got it.
No, that back pad is messing me up. There should be another easier way to do this. To pinch these things together. Huh?
There might be. There you go.
All right, the top side's in.
Push that thing in.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, I didn't have it lined up, did I? There it is. All right, hand me some caliper bolts. It's in.
Careful, they're greasy.
Hand me my ratchet wrench.
They're pretty. Are we setting her down tonight?
No, because if we was going to put the bumper on, I was going to leave it up in the air, but
Oh, okay.
I'll put the wheels on.
Okay.
Go get me a torque wrench.
Bumper Saturday. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Bumper Saturday. I would say tomorrow, but I think Mama wants to go bingo.
Yeah. I'll have a mess to clean up anyway. All right, now, hand me the front is 12 and the rear is 13. What's up with that? Is that a Ford thing? Huh? I guarantee you on a Camaro they're the same. What do you think?
You think the bigger caliper would have the bigger bolt? But it's the other way around.
23. There's 23. All right. Are you satisfied with that?
Yep. Cool.
All right, now get your key and put in the ignition and just turn it to where the steering wheel unlocks so we can turn this wheel back.
Should we clean it?
Clean the brake pad.
Yeah.
I mean the rotor.
Yeah.
You think we got anything on it?
Do you?
I don't think we did, but we can wipe it one more time.
Okay.
It ain't gonna hurt that. You got it unlocked? Hold on a second. Let me.
What it mattered.
Everything looks good.
Is it rubbing?
Just dragging just a little. But none of this is really set yet. See?
Oh.
Alright, take them lug nuts off back there.
You got your drill?
Not yet. Alright. Give me a lug nut.
Look at it.
The most important part of any brake job is to remember to press the brake. So I want you to get in the car and press it. Now listen, I don't want you to frantically pump it, and I don't want you to take it all the way to the floor. I just want you just to slowly pump the pedal until you feel a little bit of resistance, okay? We'll see if these things, if I can move them. You pressing down on it?
Yeah, over and over.
Yeah, a little bit. Don't frantically pump them, but just slowly press them. Hopefully that piston will start to move on them. All right, I'm starting to hear them contact.
Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, just slowly. Oh yeah. Front's starting to work. All right, press them and hold them.
Okay, ready?
Yep, you got it held?
Yep.
All right, keep pumping them just a little. Keep slowly pumping them. I don't think this one is all the way yet.
Yeah, I'm having to push down pretty far.
All right,
I feel like it's getting tension though.
all right.
Like this is right here is when I would hear it stop.
All right.
But maybe that's just for example.
Hold it. You got it held?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. All right, pump it just a little bit more. All right, pump it and hold it. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, do the fronts. Pump it and hold it. Yeah, I can't turn that at all. All right.
Turn the wheel a little.
All right, let me check the other side. All right, hold it.
Yeah, it's hard.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right, I can't turn this one at all.
Cool.
All right, that one's done. Let off of it. Yep, this one's good.
Cool.
That concludes the brake job on Project Sally, along with a new set of actual shoes. The next time we're out here working on the Mustang, we're going to be working on the front bumper, which is what Sammy is wanting to work on. So guys, if you want to see the completion of part 9, be sure to click this end screen that's on the screen, and we'll see you over there.